Today we're going to be learning about how to set up and use Lightspeed's self-order menu in table service mode. So the first thing you need to do is download the Lightspeed self-order menu app on your iPad. Next, you want to open up your iPad settings and scroll down on the left-hand side menu and select the menu app. Under account, you can enter in your username for Lightspeed, your password for Lightspeed, and then your host. If you're not sure what your host is, you can check in your Lightspeed restaurant account. If you're logged into the restaurant manager, the first little part of the URL is your server, and that's what you need to input there just before the posios.com. So you put your server name, then .posios.com. The mode is going to be set to table. You can select a currency if you use dollars or euros. If you use a different currency, you can just set the currency to none. And then that's it. So once you've done that, you can open up the self-order menu app. And when you first open it up, it's going to come up with some menu settings. The first thing you need to do is set the table. So here you're just assigning which table this self-order menu iPad is going to be sitting on. I'm going to select table 6, and then I'm choosing to lock this device to this table. So this is saying that this iPad will always stay on table 6. There are also some additional settings, such as a delay between orders. So here you can input a number in minutes to have a delay between orders. So that's saying that this table can only order every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes. So this is to stop your kitchen getting too swamped with too many orders. This is an optional setting, however. If you want, you can leave it at 0, and that will put no restrictions on how often they can order. The delay between orders only relates to kitchen items. There's no restriction on bar items. You can also put a limit on how many items can be ordered at a time per customer. So for example, if the number of customers on this table is 4, I can maybe put a limit to 5 items per customer. So this is saying that they can only order a maximum of 20 items for their table at a time. Again, this relates only to kitchen items. There are no restriction on bar items. If you don't want to put any restrictions, put it as 0. Now we're ready to start our order. So we can just tap to start the order, and you'll see that you have access to your Lightspeed restaurant menu. So it's really important to put photos and descriptions for your products. It's just going to look much nicer when you view it from the self-order menu. So here I'm adding items. So I'm going to order some cocktails, and then I'm going to go to my appetizers and order some things. If you want to see the description and a bigger image, you can just click on the little I for information to see that page. Otherwise, you can just tap on the items to order. If you tap on something that has auto pop-up modifiers, you'll see you have access to the modifiers here. So you can easily select your modifiers for your items. However, if you don't have auto pop-up modifiers, you'll still have the option when you review your order to edit, to add notes, and adjust or add modifiers. So simply select edit to get to the modifier screen. And as you see, the customers are able to add any notes and select any modifiers that they want. They can also adjust quantities from this screen. So let's just say they want to add another mojito. They can do that very easily. Then all they need to do is select place order, and then that's going to send their order directly to the bar and kitchen. Now let's just say they want to order some more things. So they're going to order a few more drinks and maybe a dessert and a coffee. Again, they can just select place order, and that will send those orders directly. If at any moment during their meal they need help from a server, they can simply hit the request server button. That's going to print a ticket to your bar printer just to notify a server that this table would like some assistance. When they're finished, they can select request bill. It gives them a chance to just go over everything, make sure everything's okay, and then request their bill. Once they've selected this button, their receipt will automatically be printed for them. So all the server has to do is grab that receipt and bring it over the table. Once they've requested their bill, the self-order menu will be locked, so no more items can be added to it until a server comes over and enters their PIN code for Lightspeed to unlock the self-order menu again. In terms of what your staff need to do in Lightspeed, they would just open up the table. If they want to, they can split the bill using any of the split bill options that they would normally use. Otherwise, they can simply go and enter in the payment for the table as they normally do, hit done, and finalize the table. That's all they need to do to close the table. If you would like to upload your own background image for the menu home screen, simply go to the Restaurant Manager, select Settings and Menu Settings, and input your image URL here. So the image has to be hosted online, and all you need to do is copy paste the URL and then hit Save in the top right corner. It's also very possible that you may want to hide certain categories that you have in your Lightspeed Restaurant account from appearing in the self-order menu. So if you would like to hide certain categories but still have them accessible in your Lightspeed Restaurant POS, all you need to do is add a blank discount to that category. Any categories that have discounts won't appear in the self-order menu. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed learning about the self-order menu for table mode. And if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our awesome support.